I'm showing out those people. A lot of people might watch this and start cussing people and wanna say, yo, look how they are, pray for you. On over there, so I risk on the life on all this on that. I'm gonna show you something. Jamaicans is a set of people, brother. No matter what we are go through, we try to make light of the situation. You get me? I say, it no matter what you do, if you go under the bed, go hide, you cannot change the outcome of what we go on. You go there, you just say, okay, lock up in one closet and pray for 2 days, you can't change the outcome of what go on. You see what I say?
This creator posted this, and I swear I love being Jamaican because, you know, it just reminds me that no matter what's going on, life is like a disco ball. You just keep dancing. Or no matter how much the music changes, you just keep on dancing. Because at the end of the day, it's always going to work itself out. But it really makes me laugh to see, like, no matter what, guess what? Hurricane, they're having a ball. We're here praying for them, and we should still be praying for them because we want to make sure they're okay. But they're like, all right, you know, we're in bad times, but we're going to smile and laugh through it. And no wonder, you know, I always knew I was a fool. And my father is, that man is even a bigger fool. But I know I get it honestly. And when I see this, I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm not Jamaican. Jamaicans are so unserious where there will be like a blind man and I'm going to call him Blindy. And, you know, like, Blindy will laugh about it too. Like, he's not offended. And he'll be coming down the street and we'll say, look at Blindy. Him can't even see we coming. That's just, man, Jamaicans are unserious. Really unserious. Anyway, Jamaica, I'm praying. I'm really praying. And one love.
The hurricane that just hit Jamaica does not sit right with me. This wasn't just some regular storm. This was the strongest hurricane ever recorded in the history of Jamaica, with winds reaching up to 185 miles per hour. This is also the strongest hurricane in the world in 2025. About 77% of the island's electricity has lost power. People are stranded on top of rooftops, and lives have been lost. But this is where it gets strange. On Jamaica's own government website, they outline something called Vision 2030 Jamaica. This is a national plan directly tied to the UN's 2030 agenda, and one of its core goals, sustainable smart cities. Now call me crazy, but what faster way to speed that up than completely wiping out old infrastructure and rebuilding from scratch? Is this coincidence or is this convenience? And it gets even weirder. Meteorologists and hurricane hunter crews literally flew into the eye of the storm. And take a look at some of this footage. Some people even called it unreal. Maybe it is unreal. And it's not just Jamaica. Los Angeles, also part of the 2030 agenda, faced some of the worst wildfires in its history. Now, I know this is speculation, a little bit of conspiracy, but what I do know is that this does not sit right with me.
There is a clear difference in the way that non-Jamaicans and Jamaicans are both reacting to Hurricane Melissa. Now just look at how the non-Jamaicans are reacting to it. That is mad. Let's see how the Jamaicans are reacting to it though.
Water! Water, my side! Me not moving. Watch everything start to wash here now. Don't feel like a joke. Water, me not moving and not save me.
Rain done. You gotta love Jamaicans, man. They will always find the positives out of the negative situations. You guys are absolute legends, and we are praying that you guys make it through this.
Hurricane Melissa has shaken the world. Jamaica is facing one of most powerful storms in its history. While most people are praying for Jamaican safety, what truly shocking is how Jamaicans themselves are reacting. From strength and unity to unexpected moment caught on cameras. This storm has relieved something deep about Jamaica's spirit. Guys, we got more video like this. Remember that credit goes to the owner of the video. I'll come back with a comment. Let's get into it.
Hurricane Melissa is the second strongest hurricane to ever hit the Atlantic. She is an absolute monster, a rare Category 5 storm. As you say, she made landfall on the southwestern part of Jamaica in the last hour or so, and the people in those zones are going through absolute hell as we speak, because Melissa is packing winds at its core of 295 kilometres an hour. She is bringing torrential rainfall. That, combined with huge storm surges, is already causing potentially deadly flash flooding, and authorities are warning that mudslides could be next. We are now starting to get early reports of damage from those zones that have been in the direct firing line of Melissa. We are hearing that homes have been destroyed and that roofs have been ripped from hospitals and from medical facilities. Yesterday, the Jamaican Prime Minister warned that in those vulnerable zones, he did not think that there was any infrastructure that could withstand a direct hit from a Category 5 storm. What's making this worse is the fact that Melissa is incredibly slow moving. The longer she hangs around over land, the more damage she is likely to cause. Mandatory evacuation orders were issued yesterday. The problem is many people chose to ignore them, and they are in their homes as we speak. It's too late for them to leave. They are being told that they cannot go anywhere. They have to bunker down and ride this out. The next few hours, incredibly dangerous.
Before the eye gets to you, you would have passed through one of the most intense parts of this hurricane. It means that you will experience wind speeds that are approaching 300 kilometers per hour. You will have that most intense wind speeds, but also the most torrential downpours of rainfall.
The next few hours will be the most dangerous for the people of Jamaica. The good news is that Melissa will slowly start to weaken the further north she heads. But the bad news is she will be still incredibly strong as she leaves Jamaica. The next country in the firing line is Cuba, and 900,000 people in parts of that country have already been told to evacuate immediately.
So I get news that Jamaica is having a Category 5 hurricane right now. I'm over here worried. Here I am scrolling through TikTok, and everything's just a big old game over there. At least the videos I've been seeing. I just saw one where they were on top of a hill. They were on top of the hill. They got motorcycle helmets on, and they're trying to jump. Oh shit! They're trying to jump and fly and let the wind carry them into the flight. Then another one. Right? It's so crazy. He's at the shore. He's at the shore. There's a massive wave. I guess crashed on the bank or something. Water spilling all over him. He talked about some bomba cla. Run! You're in danger. It gets better. And it's just the middle of the night. In the middle of the night, storm a brewing. I mean, it's crazy. They're sitting there having a dance party. I think some people were throwing dice. Girl throwing, shaking ass all over the ground. Get inside. I don't know. I don't know anything about hurricanes, like survival or something like that. But I already saw the Michael Jackson, What About Us? It's just like, Jamaica is not real. I don't know what y'all be doing there, but I'm loving it.
So why couldn't we leave when y'all fucking feeding us pastries for breakfast and we still had to pay full price to stay here? Like, come on.
May I ask where you're going now?
We going to get something to eat.
Everything closed across the street. Everything closed. Gas station, shopping mall, everything closed.
So what are y'all doing for gas? You all knew this storm was coming, right? So you're going to give us bag lunches, bag breakfast, some pastries? That's so disrespectful.
What I love about social media is that people will do anything for content. Here we are witnessing Hurricane Melissa all the way from South Africa, but people are going live to show us what's going on. Love it. Look at this one.
So you're telling me while Jamaica was getting hit with a Category 5 hurricane with wind speeds of up to 185 miles per hour, the Jamaicans, instead of panicking, evacuating the country, or even staying inside, these motherfuckers were out partying and dancing!
Are we dead ass?
And I know y'all have seen that one TikTok of a dude yelling out "Bomboclad" while a giant wave of water splashed onto him. Nah, bro, they're gonna skip over our generation. We are so unserious. Like, we are literally sending our prayers to Jamaica, talking about how this is about to become their worst hurricane in their history, how Jamaica is about to become unrecognizable after the hurricane. Meanwhile, they are treating this shit like it's a daily occurrence. They have more balls than me, because if I was put in that situation, I would be panicking, trying to leave the country.
This storm made landfall in the western Jamaican as Category 5 monster. The strongest storm ever hit this island directly. Wind torn through homes, power lines went down, and flood water swept across the town. But even in the middle of chaos, Jamaicans didn't lose hope. I love them. You can see people helping each other, singing, praying, and even cracking jokes. Can you imagine Jamaican in the middle of storm? Even NBC News reported how aid organizations in Florida are rushing to send supplies and relief to Jamaica. And all this comes while Jamaicans is pushing toward its nation development plan Vision 2030, aiming for resilience and growth. Even in these times like this, they keep pushing their country. I love them. We got more video like this. I come back with a comment.
Whoa.
I was so fucking worried about Jamaica for like 2 hours. And then I got on Jamaica Live. And they're just having fun in the rain. And I hope it stays that way. I hope everybody's fucking safe. That shit would be scary. When I saw that on the news, I'm all, that's fucking insane. They're saying shit like Hurricane Melissa's so big, Jamaica's gonna be unrecognizable. And I was like, this is gonna be fucked up. There's a lot of people there. I hope they're okay. But if you hop on TikTok Live for Jamaica, it's great. They're taking that with stride. America could never. One problem, and we're in shambles. They have flooding and like 400-mile-per-hour rain, and they're just chilling. I thought I was about to see some devastating shit when I got on Jamaica Live TikTok. First thing I see when I get on there, Bumbo Clot, save the curry good rice and peas. I was like, oh, they're chilling. Everybody seems to be in good spirits. And then these people asking questions in the lives are getting like full-on Jamaican responses, and I love it. The American comments are like, is everything okay? We're watching you guys from the news. Water ended it coming down and I get out of the wet and the wind blow and my hair just blow in the wind like that. I don't understand it. I can't do Jamaican. Like, there was people at the beach. Obviously not having a beachy old time, but like filming from the beach. And the waves and the rain and the wind looks like something out of Pirates of the Caribbean. And they're just on the shoreline like, Wagwan American people, we're right here on the beach. Bad gal Melissa come and breeze through. But with the power of Jah, me and my dreadlocks are standing right here. Me the yard, me stay still irie. Me and the family is all safe, go on easy. Big ups to the people sending galaxies in the chat. Me head hot cause me whole house done blown away with the breeze. But fire on that, it'll be back. All praise Jah. I fucking love the accent. But yeah, I'm glad to see that they're okay. I love that. I hope everybody gets on TikTok Live for Jamaica and y'all send some gifts and shit. And I hope it stays at the point where they can keep like, you know, fucking around. I hope it doesn't get any more severe because that shit looked intense from what they told us on the news. When I logged on and all I heard was Bomboclot, I was like, all right, they're doing okay. But Jamaica, if you're seeing this, stay safe. And anybody that hasn't been on Jamaica TikTok Live, please go. And with some gifts, they're out there standing in the rain, fucking filming, doing basically videography work. You get to see it firsthand, so send them a rose, a galaxy, whatever you can. Big ups.
I was looking at updates to see how Jamaica's doing during like the hurricanes going on down there, and to my surprise, which really I shouldn't be surprised, I seen a whole bunch of Jamaican folks just having a great time. It's a dude like right on the shore, getting blasted by ocean water, talking about some bomba clot, and he's giggling his ass off. And then some other local folks playing dominoes on his table while there's water up to their hips damn near. And then another shorty just shaking ass. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that's great. And I was having a great time until I seen like American tourists there. And really just drives home the fact that like how entitled some folks are and how ignorant people are. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they're making like light of the situation and talk about, oh, it's a category 5. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's cool when the local people do it because they live there and that's a way for them to deal with like the fact that their islands getting flooded. You know what I mean? But like when it's these tourists that are coming in and being so disrespectful and not caring for real, it's fucking weird, bro. It really just shows that there's so many people out there that lack empathy. And will make fun of anybody in any kind of situation, which like I'm a jokey ass person, you know what I'm saying? But I know when to hold my tongue. I know when to hold my jokes back. You being a tourist and you having the ability to leave the island and not have to deal with like the catastrophic damage. Relax. Catastrophic damage that a category 5 hurricane can do to Jamaica. Just fucking weird, bro.
The world is watching not because of the destruction, because of the incredible resilience of the Jamaican people. They have shown the world that even in the darkness, storm, unity and hope shine brighter than fear. If you are standing with Jamaican, drop Jamaican flag in the comment, and let's keep spreading awareness and support for those who are rebuilding their lives. This is Rika's Tech. Stay safe, stay strong, and see you in the next one. I love you guys. Peace out, Jamaica.